Okay. Welcome to a best of 5 show match on Clown settings. We've got 4 maps that were in our previous show match as well. And we got Modri here in the blue playing up against Kingston in the red. And we have a Bohemians mirror on Arena. And the last time we saw these two match up on Arena was last week. And it is the most monk shenanigans I think I've ever seen. Modri, I believe, had 7 monasteries producing monks. And Kingston had 5 monasteries. And I think this is going to be even more monks. Modri is the master of monking around. And Kingston, well, he's not a fan of all this monkey business. So he's going to fight back monk on monk violence. Okay. There will be many walla lows here. There will be many walla highs. And we will all meet in Walhalla. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, get your bets in. Bohemians. No Civ repeat, by the way. That's the only rule here. There's no Civ bans, there's no picks, nothing like that. There's no Civ repeat. That's it. We take a look at the maps. Backstone back gold for Modri, which is very fortunate. We look at his extra resources, and they're actually not that bad. It's very nice to have back main stone and gold. Meanwhile, for Kingston, well, Kingston has a back gold, which is great. Lots of extra room for activities back here, too. And then the main stone is kind of forward. Just a bit of an issue, but, I mean, you can still take that. Can't be ranged, really, with a tower from here, so it's not too bad. I doubt they'll be going for tower pressure anyway. They'll probably just be going for monks. Hi, guys. Hi, Dave. Greetings from Mexico. What's up, Mexico? How's it going? Hola, amigo. Welcome. What type of activities? Well, arts and crafts, lawn games. Big fan of lawn games. Any lawn yard game fans here? Tailgate toss, or like horseshoes, like badminton. Tailgate toss is cornhole. That's the same game, just different names. Then there's the one with the rings where you have to what's that called? The one with the rings where you have to get it in the thing, in the bucket or whatever. Spike ball. Oh, spike ball is too. I'm too old for spike ball. I figured out that I'm too old for spike ball. You cannot play spike ball with a group of guys that are like 30 plus. Because you will have various injuries that are just unexpected. Everyone is still as competitive as we were when we were like early 20s. But everyone has like various injuries that they've accumulated over the years.
I heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pull a surprise visit. Like,
that just flare up, you know?
Dave, I'm looking for someone to go sign a used car loan.
Getting old, I know,
DM me
Saj.
your financial details when you get a chance.
Yo, Mad Martini, by the way, thank you for the $10. Thanks for contributing towards the format. I like this. I like this a lot. I'll have to be careful that I don't throw too much money at the show matches, but I think $100 per show match is very reusable, you know. So thank you for donating some money towards that. I appreciate it, dude. Varian, thank you for the 37 months. I'm looking for someone to co-sign a used car loan. Can you DM me your financial details when you get it? No. I would never co-sign with you. No, sir. Kingston with the double lumber camp. We see Modri without the double lumber camp yet. Modri's already on the way up to feudal age. And Modri is not going up fast for some eco approach. Modri is probably going up for a fast castle, right? Gonna have a little bit of extra gold. Probably buy 100 food. This is a very tight build. 21 population for fast cat. Like that is bonkers. That is absolutely nuts, right? He can't keep getting away with this. You can do it easy with cheaper blacksmith. I know, Wellen. I know it's nuts, but you watch. He'll do it. He'll sell the stone. He has a cheaper blacksmith, like was said. So he doesn't need as much on wood. He gets the gold upgrade, which means his gold miners mine a little bit faster, and he'll have enough to maybe buy 100 food. Plus the gold he gets from the stone. And look at this. Just watch. He'll go up. This is a clown. That's a professional clown. Now, Kingston is more of like a conservative, like your stereotypical, you know, clown, stay-at-home clown. He's not a professional. He's an amateur. Appeared on season 3 of Master Clown. But Modri, I mean, he's one of the he's on the judging panel 100%. That's disgusting. He has 12 seconds of idle TC time, and he's up. It's disgusting. They're playing as the same Civ, by the way. Oh, man. I need that build order. Well, go watch it. Go watch the game. What's the Castle Age time going to be? Oh, my God, dude. Oh my God. It's going to be like 12:50? 13 minutes? Castle Age? Do you ever feel like Kingston's going to be like, you ever feel like your tool just isn't big enough? And he's going to have tons of gold here because Bohemians get the mining upgrades for free. He'll get the second one for free as well. And he's coming forward with villagers already. And this will be immediately 3 monasteries, probably. Doesn't have looms, so has to watch out for this clever little wolf child hiding in the center. Attack, yes. Maybe you can skin the pelt and sell it for gold as well. 3 monasteries immediately. You thought you were a clown. You merely adopted the clown. I was born a clown. Molded by it. That is disgusting. 13 minutes and you're already dropping your 3rd monastery. And Kingston's like, I've been through this before. He went through all of this last week with the Japanese against, was it Bohemians? I can't remember. I think it was Bohemians. He's been through this before, and he's on stone right now. So maybe he's thinking about tower defense to stop this. Maybe he's thinking about a castle of his own. Definitely has to start thinking about how he's going to counter these monks. I'm throwing up in my mouth right now. That's hot. I gotta say, guys, I can do this build and I'm a 1700 pleb. Yeah, it should be a fairly easy build to do. I mean, there's not much micro involved, right? You just gotta know the order. We're just disgusted by the build itself. Now, the micro comes in when you start fucking around with these monks. And you get a population of like 25 of them, and you have to micro them all at the same time. And Modri is one of the best in the game when it comes... Probably the best in the game when it comes to that. Masses of monks. Serious question here. How can Bohemians counter Bohemians? Well... Have you seen John Slow's Monk Micro? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And you know what? John Slow's Monk Micro, it's fantastic. It's great. You know, it's just something else until he needs to manage something on the other side of the map. Until he needs to shift a villager from wood to gold. And then suddenly there's no micro at all because there's no monks at all. All right. Tower here from Kingston. Fervor coming in for him as well. That'll benefit his villagers. And he goes for a university. So he's thinking about guard tower. But unfortunately, he's placed that tower within range of these monks. And Modri is already knocking at the door. And he's got a ram coming. And Modri already has 7 monks. And Kingston is still trying to get his first tower down. And he's trying to get his university. And he probably wants guard tower. And he probably wants fortified wall. But I don't know if he's going to be in time. I don't know if he's going to be in time. He tried this last time, but he didn't open with the towers. He opened with monks last time. So he's trying something new. If you're not streaming for 2 weeks, do you think we'll reach 60 Rex for Rec Roulette? Nope. Castle stops it? No, Castle does not stop it. A Castle just forces Modri to go up to Imp. Yeesh. And it costs more than these. Tribune, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, dude. All right, Ram is working away. Still no guard tower here. I mean, Kingston is really at the limit with resources. He's gone for that second TC back here. His market is back here, which is actually smart. A lot of people make their market forward. Against a push like this, you're going to need the market, and you don't want to replace it. It's nice. I like that. Probably not intentional. He was just building it with his wood choppers, but still. Nice little added benefit. Yeah, I like what Bohemians have in their tech tree against another Bohemians opponent. I like it. It's a good Civ matchup. Mangonel is out. Redemption is coming in for Modri. He can't get too close to these towers, though. And, uh-oh, Kingston. Delete it. 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 Is he actually going to get away? Delete it! No! No! We knew this would happen. He deletes the build that wasn't even being converted. You will die. I have decreed you will die, and you die you shall. And Modri's already up to Imp. This show match is starting out exactly how we envisioned it. Kingston. Any KingstonErs still in the chat? Look, Kingston's trying to buy food now after Modri has completely ruined the market. Imperial Age is coming in. We can check Modri's gold. I mean, what are you going to say, right? What are you going to say? Over double. Are the show matches just for fun? No, there's a prize pool. So winner gets $70, loser gets 30. Which I think is pretty good for 5 games. Up to 5 games. So all of these Monday money matches or whatever. Money Match Monday. My new content idea. They're going to be $100 for the time being, I think. Maybe if I really want to spend on some like good players, maybe I'll go up higher than that. Who knows? And look at this. Oh my god. He just bought a 300 stone and he's dropping a castle here now. And Kingston, well, he does have 2 TCs back here and theoretically a better economy than Modri, will need to somehow stop Trebuchet and monks with all the Imperial upgrades with a castle that Modri can fall back to here. And Modri can always go for, if he gets the university up anyway, he can go for chemistry. Modri's actually quite nervous about what Kingston's going to do. He's adding in stone walls behind. So he hasn't seen that much from Kingston, and he's worried that Kingston might go for a counterattack. Interesting. I like this house. That's clever. And also the outposts around here are great for Modri. Full map control. How was Modri up before Kingston with all that pressure? Because he was just purely focused on gold. He got 5 relics in. Bohemians get the second mining upgrades, which Kingston got as well, but purely focused on gold. Had a few farms. Wasn't producing any food units, so most of his food was going towards the bank rather than villager production. And he just bought the difference. What do you do as Kingston here? That's a great question. He's going up to Imp now. When do we get mommy match Monday? It's a clown question, bro. Treb's already here. Kingston will not have enough stone for a castle. He's going further and further back into his base. He is going up with this TC. So the Trebs won't be able to stop the Imperial Age coming in. Modri, I think, is going to shift over here because he suspects Imp is coming in. He'll take a shot at this TC. But this is going to be super rough. I don't know what to do in Kingston's position here. Like, he is ahead in villagers. He's going pikeman. Pikeman skirm? I think if I'm Modri, I go after the university now, right? If he starts targeting the university right now, chemistry doesn't even come in. And he's going to start converting it. And Kingston just says, GG, well played. It's like, if you make a mistake somewhere along the line, you're just going to die to it. It's crazy. It's a crazy push. Kingston tried with Japanese to go monks against it. Many people have tried to go scouts against this. Doesn't really work out all that well. And now we tried to go for the towers against it. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see on how Kingston fares on a little bit of a more open map. Also, Modri just used Bohemians, which you can't use again. If Kingston has a backstone, it's a different game. Maybe. Maybe. Look at the eco stats. Like Modri, the gold count is ridiculous. 3,000 more gold. 7,000 gold in a 27-minute game. I remember Viper going scouts into Fast Faith against it. Yeah, but I don't know. Viper, right? Okay. Modri is up 1-0, and now we go on to Sakatra, Zawal, Hideout. We don't know. We shall see. Okay, let me send, while I'm here, let me send the money to Dark. I want to pay out these money matches as soon as I possibly can so I don't forget about it. Do it while I'm streaming. Yo, Bunny Warren. Oh my god, thank you, dude. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Wow. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. Will you cast Red Bull Wall 06? I will. I will. Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. Dude, thank you so much, Bunny Warren. That's so generous. Thank you. Make sure if you got a gifted sub, you thank the person who has gifted you. They're very generous. Not very smart, but very generous. We got game number 2, and it's going to be Sakatra. Lithuanians against Poles. Get ready. Get ready for the villager wars, because here they come. That's right. Nothing but villager wars all the time. We switch Modri over to blue and Kingston to red, and we are here. Game number 2 on Socotra, and we're just speeding up a little bit. And finally, we've reached live time, and Kingston has come forward right away. We're only at the 2-minute mark, and we already have 2 villagers forward. Kingston walling in the berries from our Polish player. Now, Poles are very good on Socotra because the villagers heal over time. Also, if you go to stone, if you don't have access to gold, you can get gold from your mining of the stone. You will have stone for castles or towers, which are extremely valuable. Also, if you need food right away, you can just drop farms around the forward, and food is a serious issue on this map as we see all this food already being lamed from Kingston. Lithuania is also good, though. They get 150 food right off the bat. And that means that you can go up a little bit faster than your opponent, and you don't need to secure all your food immediately like you do with other civilizations. Now, it seems like both players still have their elephant. Elephant is already dead under the TC for Modri. Elephant is over here for Kingston, and he doesn't see it, but he does get a great fight against the scout from Modri. So that is fantastic stuff for Kingston. Good value trade there. I feel like Poles are scamming me. Get gold for every stone you mine. Click here. Yep. You won't last 10 seconds on this stone mine. And walls coming up around the berries now for Modri. And Modri is also laming the zebra, which is no surprise. I mean, this just happens, right? Unfortunately for Modri, even though this bulwark is very nice and it gives pop space, he can't really safely make farms around it, right? So you're kind of losing the utility of that bulwark when it's so far forward. So he's going to probably have to make another one in the back for the farms. The Lithuanians good on Socotra. They are. Good monk tech tree. Extra food at the start. Strong unit options. I think they're nice. When it's so far full work. Okay. Well, these guys are very confused. You know, Poles have healing villagers. They're very sturdy. Not very smart, though, as they can't find their way around here. Now they're going to start attacking the walls to try and get their full work on there. Another minus with the full work, right? It's so beefy. It's got so much surface area. It's hard to efficiently take the berries without killing more walls than you might need to if you had a mill. And Kingston, ooh, he doesn't realize this villager is weak. He's trying to pull it away now. That villager is still 2 hits away from death. And Modri has to pull his away. But Kingston is still defending himself over here with Vills against the healing villagers from Modri. Trying to take this one out. It's all about the villager wars. And Kingston's going to take the first villager kill of the game. Meanwhile, though, Modri is attempting to block. Kingston. Deja vu. I have been in this place. He's actually faster. And he gets away. And now it's a barracks for Kingston. He's going to put some of that food, that gold into militia. This is going to be tough for Modri. He's going to have to be careful here. He's very exposed. He's very spread out. These guys are all the way up here. He's going to have another full work over here, but Kingston can simply delete these walls and get in if he wants to. I thought Dave had the boxing villagers mod. No, I haven't been able. It somehow got disabled, and I haven't been able to enable it again. I've tried manually downloading the mod. It doesn't work. I've tried resubscribing, unsubscribing, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. I can't get the boxing vills for some reason. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, my big Venus. Don't blah, blah, blah me. Your name is My Big Venus, alright? can blah, blah, blah this, though. Kingston is kind of destroying Modri on these villager wars, even against the Poles. He's got the militia involved now. He's trying to block this one. It's a long way to run for Modri, but he gets away. And another villager dies, and Kingston is just kind of winning every single fight here. And now he runs away with all of his villagers still alive, but more on the way. Militia baiting this vill back into 3 more, waiting in a dark alleyway with knives. Tempting the ambush, and now Modri is way out of position here. And another villager's going to die? Yup. Eco KD is 4-0 in favor of Kingston against Poles. And the militia are doing work. Maybe he loses one here. Yep, lost his first villager. He lost his life just like he lost his shirt. And another vill goes down. And maybe another one. Nope. Meanwhile, over here, well, more villagers forward. Trying to wall or something. Kingston has access to the berries, though. And Kingston is going to kill another villager. Not quite. He kills another one. Does he get away with her? Oh, I think he does. I think he does. I think she's fast. I think she's fast and speedy, but Modri has 2 waiting in an ambush. Uh-oh, flanking maneuver. And she goes down, and more villager wars continue. This is what we love about Socotra. This is what those villagers came out of nowhere. Another vill dead from Modri. 3rd villager dead from Kingston. Look at the Eco KD, though. 9-3 in favor of Kingston against the Poles. And this is what I was talking about. The ugly farms around this full work from Modri. He didn't want to put the farms down early, so he ended up putting them around the TC, which is not... I think maybe he forgot he was Poles, honestly. He probably should have put him around this full work. Not the greatest. Missing out on some value for sure. And more militia coming forward. But unfortunately for Kingston, the villagers he made weak before are slowly healing up behind this. So I don't know how much value the militia are going to find. They will have some friends to join them on their journey forward, though. As we see villagers here from Kingston. He could have walled this villa in. Chooses not to. Yeah, that's too many. You're going to have to send more units forward, which he does. Sends another villager and another militia. Trying to kill more villagers from Modri. He knows he's ahead right now, and the micro from Kingston has been great. It's been fantastic, honestly. Like, he's been pulling away villagers just in the nick of time. Pulls away another one. Tries to get some extra value, and he might actually kill another villager from Modri. Yep, loses one in the process. No, loses a militia in the process, which is nowhere near as valuable. As he tries to block this villager, and Modri is trying to get away. Modri about to go up. Yep. Modri is about to go up. Courtesy of the Poles, right? You get all this food. Her. And Modri. Gonna lose Gonna lose another villager. 12-3 is the Eco KD in favor of Kingston. And Kingston saves another one, dude. Okay, but Kingston needs to be careful because if we highlight all his vills, I sense weakness. I definitely sense weakness in the economy. There are quite a few weak ones here. Some one-taps. Feudal Age on the way. 15 farms. Poles are disgusting. We have militia coming in, and it's going to be a tower men-at-arms play. Forward here. A tower right here would be devastating. I'd love to see Kingston wall in front if he could. Because the tower right here would cut off a lot of those farms. It would cut off at least 4 of those farms, if not 5 or 6. If you get like one over here and one over here. And he's going to open with a tower on the hill, which will range these 2, I believe. And farms are the thing that you want to protect at the moment. more than anything else. Can you measure average HP? Well, it's 477 out of 600. We got some more weak ones over here, though, and some more. Missing 200 and something HP out of 1400. Okay. Archer range, but the tower is here. And there's another tower over here cutting off more farms. Modri knows exactly what he needs to do. Kingston will cancel that. And Kingston will go for a tower of his own. Two of these villagers are extremely vulnerable, though. Very frail. Can you make a best villagers tier list? Sure. Okay, tower's up. And the weak villagers were garrisoned inside, so they're kind of healing. Market is now coming from Kingston, and I think that's definitely what he needs there. He needs to get up to Castle Age if possible. He's kind of spending his gold on archers right now. He's still ahead in terms of villager count. But Modri with the poles, it feels like he can make it happen, right? He's getting double value from the stone in additional gold income. And if he ever needs food, he just drops more farms. So we'll see. Kingston attempts to come out here, but the men-at-arms are there, pushing him away. And there's a secondary tower on the hill as well. So can't really rush this one down with villagers. He still has stone at the back, which is very important. Very, very important. And he goes for a second counter tower. So Kingston's doing a good job in defense. I think he's done a pretty good job here. And of course, I mean, he's being helped by the fact that he literally killed 9 more villagers than Modri. And this is how disgusting polls are, guys. He only has, what, 15 seconds more vital TC time. He killed 9 more villagers, and he's still in a position where he's being super pressured. He is up to the castle age, though, which is great for him as he loses a villager on the farms. Are you still on about the PGA streams, Sharon? Or I guess we should call you Karen now. Ooh, Modri losing vills. Kind of sloppy there. Maybe busy with something else. Lost 2 villagers on the tower. So now the Eco Kitty is 14-5. Looks like Kingston lost some along the way. PGA equals pretty good ass. Oh, I didn't know it was an acronym for something else. So what would be like? It would be like PDA? Would it be bad? What about PMA? Pretty mediocre ass. Pretty dumb BS. She got a dump truck. That's funny. All right. Not enough room. Kingston's kind of trapped himself in here. He has to garrison in the tower to ungarrison on the other side. He doesn't realize there's no hole there. She's wandering around. She's looking for a way out, and she's found it. And now Kingston is in the castle age. Kingston is still cut off these farms, though. These farms are expiring, and he's going out to the middle here. This is why you need to delete the farms at the front. He has to reseed these ones at the back, and he's going for a siege workshop. Modri, well, still trying to pressure over here. Looks like Kingston is pressuring a little bit with these archers, but there's a tower over here from Modri, so he's safe for the time being. Kingston's going to clear up this tower, and that means he can access some more of these farms. And he's also clearing up the men-at-arms for free. And he might kill this tower too. This is really great stuff from Kingston. Modri is still not up to the next stage. Yeah, the farms over here are just annoying. You just have to delete these, I think. Villager goes down over here for Modri. He's trying to keep it together, guys. It's a messy, messy game. He's trying to keep map control. He's trying to keep it together. He's trying to go up to the next stage, and it's just hard to keep track of everything. And Kingston comes out here, takes down the tower, and now the villagers are fresh meat. And Kingston has tied this up. Fantastic stuff from him. Great villager pressure early, and then that looked really dangerous. The tower, he had towers everywhere, cutting off half the farms. Villagers were dying, trying to cut off the gold, but Kingston went out to the stone and he put defensive towers in all the right places. Great stuff. I think this is going to be another good show match here. Yo, pink pleasure stick. Thank you for the 100 bits. That even sounds worse than pink dildo. If I was gonna pink dildo, thank you for the 100 bits. Pink pleasure stick sounds way worse. It's trying to be like PG. That sounds so far more devious. All right, 1-1. This is right after we're talking about pretty dumpy ass, you know? A bit weird. Seems a bit like Modri was AFK at the end. No, he just had too much to deal with. He was dealing with the archers too. Probably trying to get his economy sorted. That's what happens, right? When you're just purely focused on the push like he was earlier, you can pay attention to all that stuff. But when you gotta pay attention to other stuff, then it starts to slack a little bit. Okay. Next match will be, well, we don't know what the map is going to be. It still shows them on Socotra. Might be Hideout, might be Zawal, and then we have mystery map as well. That's what the question mark signifies. A mystery map. Who picked the mystery map, and is it? I don't know. I just said map can be whatever for game 5. I don't know. Baltic, stop. Why are you such a Baltic supporter? Why are you a Baltic sympathizer? Why? I like water maps and I don't like Baltic. It's boring. Did Kingston select Modri as opponent, and who do you think is stronger in general? I would say Kingston is more of an adaptable player. Modri's like a closed map guy. Kingston is more of an Arabia type of dude. So it's hard to say which one's better. But I'd say if you were looking to qualify for tournaments, most tournaments, Kingston would make it deeper than Modri. It's a good matchup. And it was Kingston who found Modri. So he was looking around for another player of his level. And there we go. Bengalis again, guys. And we're playing Fortress, apparently. Okay. We're playing Fortress, I guess. Nice. Updating Liquipedia. And here we go. Modri. Playing as the Bengalis in Fortress, Regicide Fortress. So you start with the king, start with more reds, start with the castle. And we've got Kingston playing as Italians. Now, Bengalis are considered one of the best civs on Regicide Fortress because you get that strong eco from getting the extra villagers. You also have the potential to go into Ratha. We've seen champions a lot with them. Their monks are very good, so you will probably grab all of the relics. Italians? Well, I don't know. I don't know what you do with Italians here. Going Italians like melt Bengalis with the Genoese? Yeah, you can go Genoese against Ratha, but it feels like Bengalis can add in skirms to deal with those. I guess maybe Genoese are just good. Do Genoese Expo get bonus damage against the armored rams, right? Or the armored elephants, right? Wow, I never even considered that. That's disgusting. You can't even go for a ram push against them. Oh, God. Less bonus, of course, is Bengali. Yeah, but it's only 25% less. Huh. So if you're playing Bengalis here, and you're thinking about the options against Italians, you're kind of looking at your tech tree and you're thinking that there aren't really any. So maybe you want to go for some faster Imperial play? Into like fast imp with monks? With a castle forward? Potentially? They don't do bonus since armored elephants have cavalry and elephant armor greater than 0. So they don't do bonus against the armored elephants? Not Genoese. Okay, cool. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking, like, if you needed to push an Italians off a position and your armored elephants are just getting shredded, it's like, well, that's unfortunate. I haven't seen those two units match up before, so I didn't know. King's going home. And this king is going to go back to... Where's it going to go? Going to go back to the tower over here. Nope. Going to go back to this tower. Modri actually signaling the king from Kingston. He signaled it. And Kingston says just passing. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Even with the T90 community game references. Something we don't see out of pro players all that often. I did see that. I did see that T-West video on the elephants versus kings. Or kings attacking elephants. You want a drink in my castle, says Kingston. Modri says no, and Kingston politely says okay. And Modri goes for a market blacksmith. He's going to go up to the castle age, FC build, even getting the first wood upgrade. Kingston going to do the same thing. Lots of wood for Kingston. Tons of wood for Kingston. Holy wood city for him. 760 wood before he even reaches the feudal age. Spend a little bit of that on the market blacksmith. And on the wood upgrade, but still, that's a lot. Modri, already clicked up. And Modri, if I know him, will most likely go for the relics. Let's take a look at what he can see. He can spot this relic. Doesn't see this relic. Sees this one and doesn't see this one yet. So he only sees 2. But there's still 3 available. And will he spot this? Yep. Spots that one. Okay. Doesn't see this one. And Kingston sells 100 stone for gold and 100 wood. And he's on stone right here, so maybe he's thinking about more castles. Maybe a forward castle, maybe a fast imp for himself. How good are Magyars on Fortress? I don't know, Chemical. How good are you on Fortress? That's my question. I know you're a clown. I guess you could go full clown monks with Bengalis. Yeah, full clown monks works if you have a forward castle into faster Imperial Age time. Doesn't really work if you're just going monks, though, because there's this little thing called walls and towers. How good is Arena on Fortress? Big fan. Big Arena guy on Fortress. Huge. All right, second TC immediately for Modri. Third TC as well, and no monastery yet. Interesting. And now he's buying food. Villager count is ahead for him. He's gotten 4 free villagers this game. So he's going to be 4 vills ahead when Kingston reaches Castle Age here. And Kingston's going to go for a TC out here. 3, 2, 1. Bop! And another TC there. And another 4 TC immediately. Right. Boomfest versus Boomfest. Neither player with a monastery yet. Kingston with the instant 3 TC. And it's going to be an Omega Boom. It's going to be an Omega Giga Boom here. He's even walled this stuff in, which is safe. It's nice. I like it. Modri buying 100 food. Okay. Wheelbarrow coming in for Kingston as well. And, well, Modri's got all his TCs working. Kingston will have all of his TCs working. And then they'll probably try and gather the relics now, right? Surely. That's just the way Fortress works. How good is a Mega Boom versus Giga Boom? I'm more of like, I'm in the Giga Boom school of thought. But I definitely see where an Omega Boom, like where you would come from with an Omega Boom. I also like the hybrid Giga Mega Boom approach. I think that's it's a good way to go. The subtle differences between the two of them. Modri is still not going for relics. Interesting. Subverting our expectations. That's what he's doing. As we see Kingston continuing to sell stones so he can buy food and keep his TCs running. He's at 35 villagers. Modri's at 45. The advantage with the Bengalis really showing here already. But remember, Kingston also got Wheelbarrow. So his economy is going to be slightly more efficient. You can see that represented here. 83% versus 80. There are actually 100 Mega Booms in 1 Giga Boom. Debatable. Debatable. He's continuing to sell stone to buy food. I like this. This is a man that does not compromise. He's not thinking about efficiency. He's thinking about keeping his TCs running. He's got 48 villagers versus 54. So he is catching up. He is catching up. Modri has not added that extra TC yet. He's actually added the monastery. And he's already got 2 monks. And he's grabbing a relic already. No monastery yet from Kingston. Kingston's got to be careful with the scout too. Because I don't even think like... It's kind of like a toss-up whether you kill the monk. If it starts converting you at max range, Bengali monk... Even with your scout, it seems like a toss-up. That extra armor. It will be interesting to see how Modri does on a closed... Well, you clearly missed the first game. Hop in the tower with the relic. No, Modri. He's trying to survive, and he has. He used the villager, the scout, and the tower. And some spinning with the monk. To keep himself alive, there's a monk being added now from Kingston. As he has a Genoese crossbow now on the field. And he's going to try and take out this scout. And he's probably going to add some more of these bad boys. As he's got 2 right now. Is housed a little bit. He has to add some of those, which he's doing right now. Keeps the TCs running. Although not as well as Modri. 3 minutes of idle TC time already for Kingston. Only 23 seconds for Modri. And Modri is adding in Ratha. Only a few, though. Do you like the voices of the Bengali units? Hey, hi, hey, hi. I don't know if we get it. I don't think we get it on Capture Age, though. Siege Workshop here for Kingston. Heavy Plow coming in. And Fortress is a game, guys, where you can really see a Civ matchup playing out. So each player is going to have a significant eco behind this, which means they can go into whatever unit they want. And oftentimes the opening unit will dictate how the game plays out. Do you like Nirvana the band, the show? Do I like Nirvana the band, the show? Do I like Nirvana the band, the show? Huh? You like it or not? Unpopular opinion, Alice in Chains is way better than Nirvana. I'm not a huge fan of Nirvana. I think they're okay. I don't really like Alice in Chains, though. Imperial Age on the way for Modri. He's got Monks here. He's got Ratha set up. Mangonel is here for Kingston, and Kingston can click up here with Italians. It's got Genoese behind this, but the Genoese don't even have fletching yet, so it's going to be really hard for them to do significant damage. He's going to try and push out here to deny this castle, but there's no way. Absolutely no way. He can get like one villager kill, and that's it. And now he's going to be cut off this gold. At least the edge of this gold with that castle placement. So really good job there from Modri. 85 villagers for him. 95 for Kingston. He finally takes the lead. And Kingston goes for another castle on this side. It's a mockumentary series. Oh, yeah. I don't watch that. I didn't even know about it. No ballistics. Only fletching only coming in now. There was no loom up until that point. And handcart is now on the way for Kingston. Still a more efficient economy with him. With the upgrades. And crossbowmen coming in now for Modri. Kingston has a lot of room to play back here. He's got an extra stone. He's got an extra gold. And he sees both of those. So he can delay for a while, but his main gold is here, and that's a lot of his farming eco too. So it's going to be difficult for him once he's cut off this area, which he will be shortly. So we see Modri now going for chemistry, bracer. I saw him get the crossbow upgrade, but I don't see any crossbows yet. So I like the positioning for Modri, but right now I'm not really seeing the army to back it up. And from Kingston, well, he immediately waits. He's not queuing up Genoese Expo because he was waiting for the trebuchets to come. He's got the Genoese Expo here. He's just now getting Bodkin, though. He won't even have Bracer, which is kind of brutal to try and take this fight against these Mangonels and try and deny this castle. I don't think it's going to happen. He needs Bracer, and he needs chemistry too, which he's getting right now. Expo's now being added in from Modri, along with ballistics. Kingston has gotten ballistics. He's working on chemistry, like I said. Still no Bracer, and oh, he's going to have to be careful. He got rocked by a big Mangonel shot there. Will be able to deal with the Ratha, but can't get too close to that Mangonel one more time. He is taking out this castle, though. It's going up right now for Modri. Both players severely housed. And he's trying to take it out with the Trebs, and I don't think Modri has enough to repair that with. So that castle might go down immediately after it goes up. 3 Trebs now working on that. That is a waste of stone for Modri, it feels like. Kingston might lose the castle as well, but this castle didn't even survive for a minute. before it collapses. Oh, God. I mean, they're not that important, but still. It's nice to have. Oh, no. Mangonel kind of going ham over here. Dies to the TC finally, and the castle is still alive from Kingston. He adds lots of archer ranges. Going to be a nice little training yard in the middle there. Trying to take out this Treb with Trebs of his own. He's abandoned that castle now. And redemption is in for Modri. He knows the bombard cannons are coming for Kingston. Kingston has shifted over to this gold now. Still has a relic back here that he could potentially take. Still has this gold back here. He's going to try and keep safe. But he's kicked off of his main goal completely. And he still continues to be housed. Kingston out of stone? No, he's still got stone over here. And he has gold. He actually has gold over here. Does he see that? He does. So he has tons of gold options he can go into. Skirmisher is now being teched into here from Kingston. 33 crossbows, though. About to be Arbalist for our Bengalis player. And that is an incredibly aggressive castle for Modri. But Kingston can't do anything about it. He's waiting on the skirms. He is waiting on the skirms. He still doesn't have Bracer. He needs so many upgrades, but he needs them right now. And he calls the GG. And that is just, well, that was a great push for Modri. I think if he gave Kingston one more minute before this castle comes up, I think Kingston has enough to deny that. But Modri timed it perfectly and a really good eco behind that with Bengalis. Kingston couldn't keep up. Yep. You give Kingston even 30 seconds there more, it's going to be really tough, but good pressure. The thing about Modri is that he's a clown, but he's also a boomer. So that's kind of a dangerous combination because he's a BF clown. Most clowns are just not boomers, right? They don't care about their eco that much. As long as they got that gold IV plugged into their veins, they're fine. He goes armor over bracer. Yeah, armor for the skirms. It's a tough one, right? Bracer research is faster, I believe. Also benefits everything. But if you want your skirms to live, armor is better. I don't know, it's tough. Anxiety bounce. Thank you for the gifted sub, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Leaving now. Have a nice stream and safe trip to Heidelberg. We'll be watching by chat. See you later, Chemical. Thanks for showing up. Serious question. Is it possible to buy a print of the Turtle Ship Monk picture? I don't know if I still have that file. I don't know if it's possible to buy a print, but I had the file at one point. I don't know if I still have it. All right, they're in the lobby. Going into game 4 here pretty soon. Is Heidelberg a cool town? Is it large? Heidelberg, as far as I know, is like one of the only big-ish cities in Germany to not really get destroyed completely in World War II. So it's like a big old town there. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Is it a big city? I don't know how many people live there. Probably a couple 100,000, I would say. Like 80,000? It's more than that, isn't it? Because they do have the university there. 160,000. Yeah. When are you flying out tomorrow? Any other plans while in Germany? I mean, I have 4 days off, so I'm just going to figure it out while I'm there. I'll ask the locals what's good to do. Where I should go. I'm a Heidelberg local. Oh, nice. You're in Germany, go watch some 4th tier football and drink excellent beer. I mean, I like the beer in Germany. It's just, I don't know. They don't have much variety there in terms of beer. I know Germans are gonna. They always go fucking ape shit when I say that. I'm a big beer guy. I like German beer. I think it's good, but it's definitely not like. I put it like 5th on the list. Czech beer is better. I would agree with that. I think Belgian beer is top tier. Is there a point to go in Germany to drink beer except at Oktoberfest? I don't know. I like it. It's good. Like, I just think like all Germans have this impression in their mind that like everywhere else in the world you can't get similar beer, but you can. You can. Let's get real. US beer is number 1. Frankly, it's not even close. I would say the craft beer scene in the U, and a lot of people are going to hate this, but I would say the most beer variety can be found in the US, I would say. In my experience of traveling around. I'd agree with that. But there's a lot of shit there. That's the problem, right? You have to wade through a gigantic piles of shit to get the good stuff. Like if you go to San Diego, that is a great beer scene. Really, really good. Really good. And I know there's a lot of cities like Chicago has some really good beers as well. Toronto's got a lot of great breweries. There's great breweries in the city I'm in. Like we probably have 15 different breweries in the city that I'm in. And there's only like 300,000 people that live here. Wisconsin has some good breweries. Yeah. You just have to find them. That's the problem, right? There's a lot of bad ones to go with the good ones. But I know like Europeans don't want to hear that because they have this preconceived notion in their head of what North America is like. And they don't like when people challenge that. And they refuse. They refuse to even admit that it might be a possibility. But oh well. Here we go. That is neither here nor there.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Let's go.
IST, my hometown.
The Wall.
Such an amazing beer city.
The
Man, I
Wall.
want to share a beer with you one day, my dude. Hope you're well.
Dash. You live in San Diego? I gotta go, dude. I know too many people in San Diego. It's been years since I've been there. Dude, it's been like 6 years since I went to San Diego. I gotta go again. Dash, welcome back for the 14 months, dude. Good to see that you're hanging around. Good to see. Where have you been in Germany? South, north, east, west? I've done it all. Except middle. I don't think I've been in middle. I've been in Bavaria, in southeast. I've been up in Hamburg. I've been in Berlin. Been in the north. Been in Nuremberg. Have you been in my mom? Many times. All right, so wait a second. Let's just move on, okay? Let's move on. This is the wall. We have a Gaia wall that the players can't see, okay? Players can't see. They're going to have to discover it, but it does run edge to edge. Okay? It runs edge to edge, and it is a Gaia wall. You can't take it over. You have to kill it yourself. 3 relics on either side, so the players will likely go for monks, and we can see Modri with the Clowny Civ Burgundians. Clowny Civ as well for Kingston with the Spanish. It is very open in this map. They got a lot of room to play around. A lot of times, this little middle wall area will extend to like here. It'll be 40-something tiles, but now we've got like 60, 70, 80 tiles here of open space. And the resources are kind of spread as well, with the golds being so far back from the wall for Kingston. So it's going to be tough if Modri wants to go for a forward position, or in counter to that, Kingston going for a forward position on Modri's side to shut off all of this extra resource. Map looks fun. The map is very fun. Also, it's from the Walhalla map pack. You can see that WH right there in front of the wall, and that means that the players will start with 9 villagers, which is why we're at 4 minutes and 47 seconds, and we already have 20 villagers for both. Now, you have to modify your build orders to take advantage of that. We saw that with Running earlier. He was extremely good with his builds. These 9 villager starts. Ganji was also a player who was very impressive. And I think Modri went fairly deep in that tournament. I don't know how deep Kingston made it. But I presume that they both played this map before. It's not going to be like a dark situation earlier where he was literally asking Running, what happens in this map? You could see he was a little bit confused. Nice map, looks fun. Right. Well, you've played this before, Margugu. I know that. This map was created for John Slow, I think. Did he like commission somebody to make it, or did they just make it and then he loved it? They probably just made it and he loved it. Going to gold already is Kingston. He goes up 26 population. And we see Modri once again far in front of Kingston. Now my question is, does he get the eco upgrades? Likely not, right? It's likely just an FC play. He'll go for a Market Blacksmith. He'll try and get the monks on the field as soon as possible. Grab the relics. Get his economy upgrades, which are cheaper. And you can get 1 age earlier with the Burgundians. And then go for monks, because that's what he does. Is it better to Omega Boom or Giga Boom on this map? I think it's really, it's a trap. You're not as safe as you think, right? It's like that little fence at the zoo. There's a reason they put a moat around the tigers and shit, as well as a fence, right? It's not, you're not as safe as you believe. If that tiger really wants to kill you, it'll find a way to keep the people away from the tigers. Right. If it was to keep the people away from the tigers, they would put the moat on the other side. They would put the tigers up on a pedestal. So if the people get inside, there's no way out. That's why I only go to the zoo in my T-34. Ah, I see. I see. You got to be fully mechanized for your zoo visit. Do you go through like the back gate or what? Can you siege tower guy? You can siege tower over this, yeah. But, like, I don't know. Seems like a really risky play, right? Because your opponent's scout will be here anyway. Maybe if you see them attacking that, you can siege tower over it. I don't know. Maybe it would work in this map generation, though, because there's so much space. Usually, there's half as much space. But this map gen, it's so open. Any eco collected checkers? Okay. Check eco stats. Wonderful. Oh, we got Modri now pulling out in front. We got Kingston coming up right behind, though. Kingston at 4,010. Kingston at 4,040. Modri at 4,034. Kingston at 4,101. Modri at 4,063. Kingston at 4,170 now. Modri at 4,173. Modri right behind Kingston. Kingston pulling ahead slightly in the food count. Kingston fully ahead in the stone count. Kingston miles ahead in the stone count. Modri trying to catch up in wood count. Trying to catch up in gold count. Modri now ahead by a little bit. Kingston taking back the lead. This is the new content idea. All we do is cast. All we do is cast the stats. Any math nerds in chat? Losing their minds. Infinitely ahead in stone, yes. In every universe. Live stats. This is how far we've come. And look at this. Monks already. And a castle. It's a castle for Kingston. And he's making the castle over here on the side. And he knows where the scout is. He's kind of tracking that scout for Modri. Modri's busy patrolling the middle. Let's see if Modri doubles back over to this location. He does not. Oh, but he is. But he's not. Oh, but he is. But he's not. He sees. He knows. He knows. He knows. And I think he can't get this relic now unless he distracts the fire with the scout and then grabs the relic with the monk. But he's going to have 2 relics right away. Also going on a stone, so thinking about getting a castle of his own. And maybe thinking about going up to Imperial Age once he has that castle now so he can tread this area back. It's definitely going to be a risk for Kingston to come out here with the conks, in my opinion. I don't know how many conks you want to make. Because you know Modri has those monks to grab the relics. And if you're Kingston, if you are Kingston, you are not firing at the scout. You're waiting for the monk to come in view, and you are simply firing at the monk. Sees. He knows. I mean, I just hit the shots. Oh my god, bro. It's so unbelievably frustrating sometimes, this stupid unit. It is so unbelievable. Pause. Modri says, "Sec, I have lag." And he's like, not a good time for it. I'm looking in the in-game chat. So they're pausing right now. Modri's trying to figure out the lag. So he even admits, like, this is not a good time. Take a moment for the alligator. It was actually a crocodile. An asthmatic crocodile.
Yes.
Take him! No! Get him! No! 1 shot, 1 kill. Oh, it's a scout! No! Kill it! No! What a play there from Modri to block the scout coming in from Kingston. And here comes... Oh, this is a mistake. Oh, everyone knows this is a mistake. Oh, God, don't... I can't watch it. I cannot. It's not a mistake. Wait. It's not a mistake. I wasn't watching. He actually killed 3 monks. He actually hit the shots and killed 3 monks, and he only gave up 1 Conquistador. He deletes this one so it doesn't get converted, and he sends them back into the castle. Beautiful effort there from Kingston. I thought all those conks were going to get... I thought all of them were going to get converted. Didn't he waste 2 juices for the scout? Yeah, he was juicing up there big time, for sure. He was juicing up big time. Kingston's eco back here. I mean, he has 13 farms. Doesn't look impressive. I guess it's okay. He has more villas than Modri. Modri's getting 17 farms and getting redemption now as well as Kingston heads out with a mangonel. Kingston also still on stone with 5 villagers, and he's allocating more. He only had 1 villager on stone a little while ago, so maybe thinking about the potential of another forward castle could work. I mean, super Monka-S if you're Kingston. Your mangonel is now being converted. Your mangonel has been converted. So you basically get no value out of that. And you know your conks aren't gonna hit anything at max range, right? It says they have a base accuracy of 65, and that is the biggest scam I've ever seen in my entire life. Another wall segment is down. Continuing to work away on these walls. No loom on that villager, so it will die to the asthmatic crocodile. That is just annoying. I think that is so annoying, dude. Like, the last thing you want to happen is some fucking crocodile from, like, nowhere. Where even was that crocodile coming running into your stone and sniping a villager? Literal Jumanji back here on this stone. One monk down. 2 monks. He hasn't converted a conch yet. 3 monks. 4 monks. Oh my god! He didn't get a single conversion. He didn't get a single conversion. This is such a disaster for Modri. And he's like KingstonE. Be my guest. Be my guest. Come on in. And that turned real quick. Justice. Justice for Conquistadors once against monks. Justice. You love to see it. How many times have we seen conks that are such a huge investment be completely destroyed by a small group of monks? Well, not today, friends. Not today. That escalated extremely quickly, yes. Game 5. Was not expecting that. I think he was like a little bit slow with some of the conversions, and the conks were actually hitting bullets. I've seen so many instances of a battle like that where 5 conks just get converted instantly, and then the conk player needs to run away or gets their entire army killed. So that's very refreshing for me. You know, that's very refreshing. It's great. Okay. Replay and fight breakdown. Another time. We got serious business here, okay? We have a game 5 coming up. And it's going to be what? Hideout? Probably Hideout. Can't repeat their civs. What civs are left? Maybe Kingston saw that Modri clicked up the imp, which means he hadn't built any more monks. That would be like, might be a gamer move to notice the score switch like that. I don't know. I really wish the last map was Arabia. So does Kingston, probably. What's the last map? Hideout, I think. We already had Fortress, so I guess I can Update that. No. There. Thank you. So am I, Failwall. I enjoy it. I like it. And hopefully we can get different people all the time. I think that'd be great. And maybe after a while, maybe if we do this enough, players will know if they're available on Monday. Maybe they get something set up and just present me with the show match opportunity. Because if there's one thing that people should know about me, is that I don't like doing admin work. You know this. If you give me an option to go with, it's beautiful. Which map is left, please? Hideout, my friend. Hideout. You should also give opportunity to viewer, not only pros. Spoken like a true viewer. I see what you're trying to do. Spoken like a viewer. I see your statement and I deny its existence. So the thing, that Frozen Flame, the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm bored. So I'm doing this primarily for my own enjoyment. If it happens to be good content at the same time, that's fantastic. And I'm going to be honest, brother man. I don't want to watch chat play. That's right. Fuck you. That's right. What if we get good enough to force you to watch this play? I think Rec Roulette is a bit of an anomaly because people when you only have the opportunity to upload one rec, they will send the crazy rec. Most people anyway. Some people don't, but most people will send the crazy rec, which amounts to good games. But when we're doing live games, it's, you know, then why do you do Rec Roulette? Well, I just explained it, Gymbox. Yeah, you usually don't get bad games as Recs if they only have the opportunity to upload one. We have been asking for the banner. He is ignoring us. Oh, you mean the banner that Yoshi made, like, last week? Where is it? Is it this one? That's not that one. I can't find it. It's not that one. Wait, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's definitely not that. It's not that either. Wait, is it the, oh, that. Look at that. Backed. That? No. That. Look. This. That. That. Not that. This one, no. That one. Game's on, but we don't care because I'm busy looking for the banner. Apparently, it's a top priority thing to do. It's definitely not that. Not that. This? No. That. Oh, that was a picture of me way back in the day. That. No. There we go. We found it. Okay. Get into the game, and no action yet because it's Hideout, and we got Kingston playing as Hindustani's, Modri playing as Britons. Are any of these going to get you banned from Twitch? No. No. I think we're fine. I don't think Doubt's face is going to get me banned from Twitch, okay? And we're in game number 5 here of this money match. Winner takes home $70. Loser still gets 30 for their participation. We've had another good one, another 5-gamer. The first day we did this, we had 2 3-0s. Now, the Yo vs. Vinchester set was very good, but it was still a 3-0. We got a nice little engagement. I think that Kingston was going to win that, and so does Modri. But Modri re-engages. Now I think Modri's going to win. And Modri's horse dies before Kingston even raises his sword. Modri's saying, "Did you guard?" And Kingston says no. And this is why Modri probably pulled back to guard. Yeah, see? See, guys? This is like... everyone's like, oh my god, guard stance on your own unit is a game changer. I've been trying this shit. Listen, okay? Listen. I've been trying this shit for like 8 years. Plus, actually, more than that. There is such a huge variance on it. It's you can't count on it. You can't count on it. Spirit of the Line shambles. Dude, look at the video. Whose post did he quote from 2015? That's me! I know! Don't go to that guy. Go to the dude who's been doing it for the last 10 years. I did it once and it works, so it works 100% of the time. That's right. Yeah, it's very inconsistent. Anyway, we have Hindustanis here against Britons. This is beautiful housing here. This is just great. You set the houses up right near the gate. They probably live there, the guards, right? That's his paella. No, he's Britons. That's his tea. In there. Canadian Civil War confirmed. Yes, I'm marching on the West. That's right. Fish and chips. You know where the fish and chips would be, though? In it. So dumb. I love it. All right. Britons against Hindustanis. Not the best matchup for Britons, for sure. Gulam kind of kills a lot of what Britons have to offer. They could go champion, I guess, but Hindustanis can go into hand cannon. I guess the only hope here for Modri is that he either gets really far ahead economically or he gets a big ball of unstoppable units that can just snipe the Gulams down as they're coming in. Or he can deny maybe the castle's coming up. Maybe that. Who has the civ advantage here? It's definitely Hindustani favored. Don't get it? Guys, come on. How can you not get it? It's easy to get, isn't it? Like, in it? In the pot? In the... Okay. We have fun here. IQ is getting lower and lower here towards the end. That's right. It's not that I didn't get the joke. It's just a bad joke. Work with me here, Landon. Read the goddamn room, brother. Wait, farms produce meat? They do. They do. You ever heard of a beef farm? Is Hideout always last map, or do people just not like it so it's played last? I don't know. I don't know. It's only been 2 show matches where it's played last, so I don't know. The farms moo, right? Yeah, they moo. So this is clearly, even though they're tilling the field, so a big part of a farmer, especially a livestock farmer, a lot of those farmers don't like to buy their own food. So they will grow feed crop. Like a lot of the farmers near me, the pork farmers and whatnot, will grow corn and let the corn sit out there. It's not for human consumption. It's for animal consumption. So they still have fields and they use a lot of that acreage to feed their animals. Don't streaming me, Hoyo. Don't streaming emote me. I'm giving a lesson. So that's what he's doing. Maybe the cows are inside the TC. All right. Britain's with stable opening. That's right. Well, he wants to contest the relics likely, right? We look at the relic position. They're very even here. Very, very even. One a little bit closer to Modri, one a little bit closer to Kingston, and then Kingston, Modri, and then even at the back. And Modri will be going for scouts. Already got both the Feudal Age Eco upgrades, and he's probably going to go for a monastery to contest. Why do you have so much knowledge? I enjoy talking to people. If someone has like a specialist kind of, you know, career or whatever, and I get to chat with them, I'm going to ask all sorts of questions about it, you know? Acreage is a weird word, innit? Well, I don't know. Around here, corn is grown for car consumption. Ugh. Ethanol? Yeah. Ethanol kind of screws over a lot of farmers. But I get it. For national security issues and political issues and whatever. All right. Anyway, Scout is out here. We got 2 TCs at the top. 1 TC on the stone and the gold. Other TC on the stone and the wood. Both nice. I love freedom. Thank you for chatting here for the first time. Welcome. I love freedom as well. And feel free to chat here anytime you please. Spearman is out here from Kingston. And Kingston is going to attempt to provide his monks with some security via pointy boys. It's going to be tough, though, because the mobility of the scouts means that they can just kind of run around and snipe those monks and avoid the spears from the spearmen. As we see Modri now adding a monastery. Modri has gone for the 3 TC approach, though, with Britain's cheaper TCs on the wood cost. It means he can get them up faster, and Kingston is now just about to add his 3rd TC. A little bit later than Modri, and he's actually cleared that scout, too. So very nice stuff here from Modri. Corn is not a financially viable crop. Well, I mean, the farmers around me grow it for feed, like I said, Schmulligan. And then there is corn that people eat as well. And it's part of the crop rotation, right? So you do, if you do like corn, soy, and then like winter wheat, the ground fertility is better, I think. That's right, crop rotation. That's right. We're in the Imperial Age. We've tacked into it already. Yeah, if you are a Civ with crop rotation, exactly. Look at this. Look at how much effort he has to go to protect just one monk. He's going to get 1 relic, and he's got 4 spearmen dedicated to guarding that dude. Also, another spearman having a valiant battle. Nobody, like, imagine this dude. He comes home. He's like, I fought a bear today, and nobody cares. And if he dies up here alone, no one's going to remember his name. But he escapes, dude. He is like, this is like Revenant. IRL. That's Leo right there. That's Leo. He's just going to stick around until this patch of ground turns 25, and then he's off. Now he's leaving. And we got another monk coming out to the side. The Revenant was a boring movie, though. I really enjoyed it. It's just not a movie you rewatch. It was a great movie, though. I really enjoyed it. Love the scenery. The acting was good. The story wasn't accurate to what actually happened, but when is it? When is it ever? I love that Western genre though. If it's done well. Like The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I know it's a spaghetti Western, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Alright, lots of farms here for Kingston. 25 farms. Let's check the farm count over here for Modri as he adds a market. 28 farms. And Modri's on stone too, so he's walling this up and he's thinking about a forward castle potentially. Inglorious Bastards is the best Western. That's not even... Okay. Cowboys and Aliens enjoy... No, God, no. I watched that movie just because of the title. I was like, what? Was Cowboys versus Aliens any good? No. You can almost guess it from the title, but I wanted to see it. Just like I saw Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. You know? It's like, well, I kind of have to. You're sucking me in with that title. Look at Modri still running around with these scouts, still being annoying. 74 villagers for Kingston. Modri is behind 67 vills. Modri has wheelbarrow. Kingston does not. Now Modri getting handcart as well. That's going to help out on the efficiency, as you can see. Modri up here to 75. Kingston still down at 71. And Modri also has map control, although I like the fact that Kingston is coming back over here with the walls. I wish I had yes, Abe Lincoln Vampire Slayer is a better movie than than Lincoln. Abe Lincoln Vampire Slayer is better than Cowboys vs. Aliens, that's for sure. I just like the novelty of the whole thing. It's like watching Sharknado. No, Spearman didn't deserve to live anyway. No Country for Old Men is obviously great. That's not really like the whole Western genre though. That's too modern. Think about like cowboy Western. Old, like Wild West Western. Seven Samurai is a great movie. The old black and white version, the Japanese version, that's kind of like a Western. It's like the same kind of premise, right? And they made the adaptation of Seven Samurai, which was the Magnificent Seven, the original, and then they remade the Magnificent Seven, which wasn't a bad remake. All right. So defensive castle here. Modri's already on the way up to Imp. So is Kingston. And Kingston is going into Ghoulems, it looks like. He's got 13 on stone, so he's thinking about a second castle. Right now he's only going to have one castle to produce from. And we're finally into the later stages of the game where we can start talking about it rather than movies and whatnot. One of my favorite Western movies is Tombstone. I think Tombstone's okay, yeah. I've only watched it once. What about Master and Commander? Not a Western movie. Amazing on the accuracy. Fantastic action or fantastic acting. Really appreciate the effort and the skill that went into making the movie. Fallen asleep multiple times watching it. And that's just real. Right there. That's just real. It is very slow. It's one of those movies where you have to be going to the movie to just watch a well-made movie. Without, like, any sort of enjoyment past that. You ever see Dread? I love Dread. Dread was great. With Carl Urban, right? All right, so it's an armored elephant here. Multiple armored elephants and ghoulems. And we were asking how Britons would deal with ghoulems. Well, this is the answer for Modri. This is the answer for Modri, and there's a reason he did the forward wall here, because he wants to hide this. And we can see Kingston has no idea. He's going to be going into the Golems, and Modri is tacking into Cavalier. This happened in I believe it was Titans League. Britons versus Hindustanis. Now, the key to going Cavalier against Hindustanis, if they're going into Golems, is you have to hide it for as long as humanly possible and just show up with a big wave of units. He's going to need the siege behind it because Hindustanis have options to tech into. It's not as easy anymore with them missing help, but they can go into camels, and even just pikemen will help against the Cavalier. Armored elephant's working away. Does he see this stuff yet? Does not see the cavalry yet. He does have 3 castles here, though. So if these Cavalier come in, they're going to be sniped down by these castles. However, fletching is not even in yet, so castles won't be doing too much damage. And he still hasn't revealed what he's going for. If I'm Kingston here, I'm getting very nervous on what's behind these gates. I've not seen any archers, and now I'm seeing it. And I'm like, what? Immediately goes for stables. Stables. We need stables stats. Faster. We need more. Faster. More. Quickly. Plug the holes. The cavalry is coming. Rohan has arrived. And it's Cavalier in it as the Brits show up with their trebuchets and their horses. And Heavy Camel is on the way with 5 camels queued. He just doesn't have the stables fast enough. Modri has to really, really capitalize on this window he's opened for himself. Does he make a tech switch behind this once he's forced his opponent into camel? Does he go into Halberdier once he's cleared up all the castles? Right? Questions. Questions that need answers here. This will buy him time. The initial push will buy him time to kill all of these castles. Once the castles are dead, Halberdier from the Britons feel pretty good. And there's the barracks there for Modri. And he's going into... Man, Modri's got this all figured out. He's got it all figured out. He's going to force his opponent into a slow and expensive tech switch to deal with the Cavalier, kills all of the castles that can readily produce the unit that will be decent against the Halberdier, which is the Golem. And he's going to tech into Helms. But at the same time, chemistry is already in from Kingston. So he can go into hand cannon, and Modri's window will be closing shortly if Kingston manages to stay alive. And he's walled this off behind here beautifully. He is trying to stay alive as long as possible, folks. He's trying to keep the camels on the field. Does he see the barracks? He does. He knows what's coming. And he knows he probably needs hand cannon pretty soon. He's even getting fortified wall. This is awesome. Modri not really in a position to make a tech switch into like Arbalest or something. Not yet anyway. The resources, I mean, he's going to need a lot of wood, and he's going into, okay, he's going into Longbowman now. Just to add in a few range units behind. That's the next logical progression. And then we have Kingston without stone, enough stone only for 1 castle, thinking about going Golems against that. So it's very much it's a chess game right now as Modri adds another castle in here. Modri's got Halberdier, Cavalier, now longbows. And skirmishers are going to be added. No, heavy cav archers, or just regular cav archers being added. This is just such a weird mashup of units, isn't it? Oh! Okay, I thought he deleted it. I thought it got... I thought he canceled the castle with the Treb shot. He ended up deleting it. It's fine. It's fine. This bombard cannon's dead, right? He's trying to snipe the treb, but it's simply dead. Ditch. Yeah. Kingston just... He's teched into the heavy camel now. He's trying to get heavy cav arch on the field. And Modri is just all over its face. Look at the amount of walls here. Kingston just desperately trying to keep him out. He still has 144 vills. So he's still looking okay economically. But problems are mounting. The troubles are here. And the camels feel kind of out of place with the halbs there to protect. Cav archers are good, but now Kingston is looking for more gold. He's looking for more gold. Does he have gold back here? He's got one pile of gold left back there. There's gold forward that Modri is taking currently. Modri's got a gigantic army here. 88 military. Modri is buying food, though. So, like... He's buying food for elite longbowmen. That opens up a door for Kingston to potentially sell food for gold. However, he only has 24 on food now. 68 on wood. He needs to add a lot more farms back here, which he's doing. He's adding a ton. And he's pushing out now. He's pushing out now. Doesn't have Imperial Camel. He only has Heavy Camel, but that's more than enough to deal with the Cavalier. Cav archers should be enough to deal with the halbs. It's just the longbows mixed in here that are going to be ugly. 7+4 attack on those bad boys. 6+5 range. And another castle is being targeted. Oh no, Cav archers. No, don't. Not like this. Okay. No final armor upgrade for the Cav archers. And a forward castle for Modri. So he's going to force the engagement. Oh, man. Massive armies for both. 53 army for Kingston. 94 army for Modri. Look at the value of the resources in these armies for each player. And I think Modri is just targeting all these cav archers with his longbows. And they're going down one by one. And the camels are finding a really tough time engaging in that mill. That mill. No. No. You just delete the mill. It's not worth it. Kingston throws all of his cav archers away, and he calls the GG, and Modri takes that one. That was a great show match, and that was a great final game. Really good stuff from Modri. He played that perfectly, right? That was all strategy. All strategy. He forward walled here, castle up, hid everything. Look at how many stables he had. 10. And before he pushed out, he made sure he had at least 3 trebs so he could take out the castles. Once you take out the castles, you're taking a tool away from Kingston to counter you. To counter the longbows and the halbs. Which means Kingston needs to go into something else other than camels. Which is going to be the cav archers in this case. What he really needed was camel Ghoulam. But he didn't have it. His castles were gone. And this is what's so great about taking Halb away from Hindustanis. I think it made them... It opened the door for other civilizations to potentially counter them, right? If Hindustani still had Halb here, then it's just an easy response from Kingston. He's just texting the Halb. He's already got the infantry upgrades for the Ghoulam. Or some of them, anyway. He just goes into Halb. So, yeah, that was great. I like that a lot. 56 halbs, 44 cav. I'm surprised he had 44 there. See, the military KD, better for Modri. Eco, better slightly for Kingston. But Modri played that perfectly. And that is the victory for Modri in this one. So Modri gets $70. Kingston gets 30. I'm going to make sure to send that to them right away. On the second ever Money Match Monday. Now, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the next couple weeks coming up, but I will be away for 14 days, 2 weeks, casting Red Bull Wallow 6. It's going to be on the Red Bull channel, twitch.tv/Red Bull. And remember, the finals for Age of Empires 2 are not this Saturday coming up, but the Saturday after that, okay? It's not on the Sunday, it's on the Saturday. Age of Empires 4 is on the Sunday. So don't treat it like a normal tournament. Make sure you show up for the Saturday, okay? 29th of October. And show up for the earlier rounds, of course, which will be this coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, correct? I think. Is there any AoE content in the 4 days off? Well, there's Age of Empires 4. There's no Age of Empires 2 content, I don't think. Can I take you out for a beer in Heidelberg? Send me a message. Send me a message on Discord. Like I said, I'm looking for stuff to do in the 4 days off.